Hello to my beautiful collectors out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl, and this is your monthly forecast for August 2026. Hello there. Okay, we are in eclipse season, all right? So, um, just so you know, this might be a difficult time for some of us. We may be um, interacting with people who may be aggressive, just so you know. So don't take it personally because everyone is going through something at this time because the eclipse have a tendency to make things more potent. Okay? So just so you know, before we get into the dynamics of the forecast, I'm sorry I didn't have my um, transmitter close to me, so what you may hear may be low in volume. Um, but anyway, I'm going to keep it moving. So we start eclipse season on the 12th of August, which is a new moon, and it's going to be at 20 degrees of Leo. Okay, so wherever Leo is in your chart, this is where the dynamics are going to be happening for you. And we have a full moon and a partial lunar eclipse at 27 degrees in, no, at 4 degrees. I'm sorry, it's going to be on the 27th at 4 degrees 54 seconds in the sign of Pisces. Okay, so we're going to start out with this new moon. And you know, the new moon is about planting new seeds. A solar eclipse is like seeds being shot, being shot out of a cannon, you know, because it's going to be pressurized or on steroids, something of that nature. Okay, you get the same fresh start energy, but it's faster, louder, and less negotiable. Okay, so just beware of your own presence when you're doing your day to day activities. So, eclipses tend to accelerate what's already ripening in your life. So, whatever you've been working on, thinking about, trying to do, this is where the eclipse is going to be focused. So this could be like a job you've outgrown, the relationship that's ready to deepen, and the creative projects you keep postponing, things of that nature. Okay? Eclipses rarely bring something out of nowhere. That's a Uranus thing. They bring the inevitable that will come, but it's coming sooner. Okay, so you can expect the effects to unfold over the next 6 months because this is usually the growth period here. All right, the big deal with the eclipse is because of the three other parties in the mix. Yes, we have three other big planets playing around with this eclipse energy. Okay, so we have the sun, which rules Leo. Okay, so a solar eclipse here hits the heart of the target because you know Leo is all about self, loving self, fun, and just ego energy. Okay, so Leo rules over self expression, confidence, creativity, romance, children, and leadership, which is the whole business of being seen and shining. So, this is Leo's energy, being seen and shining, and be in a position of authority wherever Leo is. Okay? When the ruler of visibility itself goes dark with this eclipse, and then returns, the message is hard to miss. An old version of how you shine is ending as a truer one can begin. Okay, so this stellium, it's rare, but we have Mercury, Jupiter. They're both traveling through Leo alongside the eclipsed sun and moon, which means that there are a concentration and an enormous amount of celestial energy in one sign. Okay? So there's lots of work going on in that particular area. So Mercury brings the word, the ideas, and the announcements. Jupiter brings the growth and the luck. Okay? Together, they turn from a solo note, ah, into a whole chord. Okay, if you're into music, that's how you can look at this stellium here. Okay, so we have Jupiter entering Leo on June the 30th and will stay there until July 2027. Okay, expanding everything. Leo touches. The eclipse lights up for the long haul. So whatever begins in August on the 12th has a benefactor behind it, Jupiter, for the next year. So lots of wonderful things could be showing up for all of you, but in particularly the fixed signs. Okay, we have Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio in particularly. All right, but there's going to be some good stuff for all of the signs as we move forward into this energy. Okay, so this is the intro to August, and I'm going to start working on the individual charts. So see you on the other side. Hello to my beautiful Virgo risings out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl, and this is your monthly forecast for August 2026. And yes, we are in eclipse season, okay? That just means everything that is happening around the moon is going to be accelerated and pushed up on us if we're not ready or if we're not doing anything about what we want at this time. We're going to be forced to start it. Okay? Just so you know. Now, I did an introduction, and if I were you, I would listen to the introduction and before you get into your forecast, that way you'll know what this eclipse is really doing for us. Okay? So here I'm just going to get into where your eclipse, where the eclipse is happening for you. Okay? So on the 12th of August, we have a new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Leo at 20 degrees. And we have a full moon on the 27th at 4 degrees 54 seconds of Pisces. Okay? So on the 12th, the new moon solar eclipse in Leo is happening in your 12th house. Okay, and this is happening in your unconscious part of who you are. This is the place where you retreat. This is the place where there are your ancestral curses live. Okay, this is also about foreign travel. This is about retreat and it could be also about self-sabotage, like maybe alcoholism, drug abuse, things of that nature is also a part of this 12th house energy. So with the 12th house, you generally don't know, what's going on. Whereas the 8th house, you do know what's going on. You can see it, you can sense it. But with the 12th house, it's a lot of uh, generational curses that happen that you didn't know you were a part of. Okay? So, with this energy happening in the 12th house, you get to see it, break it up, you know, in some in some of those generational curses, or delete some of those patterns that no longer fit. Okay, so let's look at what's happening with Leo in your 12th house. So you're ending a hidden pattern of burnout from always needing to shine for others and choosing more restorative alone time. You may experience deep healing around past experiences where your creativity or individuality was suppressed, allowing a more authentic inner confidence to grow. You are more aware of the subtle dynamics, such as people or situations that drain you. Quiet, intuitive warnings or behind the scenes development that will eventually change your outer life. Okay? Old emotional baggage, secrets, or self sabotaging habits will surface so they can be released, especially around pride, approval seeking, or performing a role for others. This is a quiet but decisive turning point in how you care for your mental health, okay? Energy levels and private spiritual beliefs as well. All right? So this is very, very telling, Virgo rising. You are definitely going to see, feel, and know that something about you is changing from the inside out. Okay? Which is a good thing. Growth is positive, and it's good to be able to check in to the 12th house because you can get to release and let go some of those loops that sometimes operate in our life without us really knowing why this is happening. Okay? So on the 27th, we have a full moon partial lunar eclipse, and this is happening in your 7th house. And your 7th house is about your relationships of all types, your one on ones, your partnerships, your business partners, also, family and friends. Legal dynamics happen here, divorces as well. But with Pisces active, just be aware that you need to set boundaries for yourself because Pisces have a tendency to want to fix, heal, care for others instead of that for themselves. Okay? So in the 7th house's partnership, you may want to heal it, fix it, but set your boundaries to how much you want to give. Okay? So let's see what I have to share with you about the full moon partial lunar eclipse in Pisces in your 7th house. Okay, so this eclipse can reveal where you've been sacrificing too much, rescuing others, or losing yourself in the relationship. Your partner's needs, feelings, or flaws come into sharp focus, prompting honest conversations. A decision about staying, leaving, or negotiating the terms of a partnership or contract may arise. Okay? Hidden dynamics such as idealization, resentment, codependence, or avoidance coming to the surface to be acknowledged and healed as well. Pisces has Pisces energy has a problem with trust. So trust issues may also come up in this eclipse season as well. So Virgo rising, this is your forecast for August 2026. And until next time, bye for now. Good luck.